What's up guys, with your daily awesome streams, it's Cluesbox. For today's video, we're going to be looking at the files, like not the files, but like the planning of Street Fighter 1, 2, and we might do these, it depends, and so this is Street Fighter, so we're going to have a look at Street Fighter 1, these are the teasers and stuff, the characters, and just stuff. Bear in mind, Street Fighter is a Japanese game, but Americans, England and American, the UK and England have got voice actors to go over it to make it English, but yeah, Street Fighter is a Japanese game. So there's going to be a lot of Japanese writing in this that I won't understand. So let's look at the Street Fighter pitch doc. So this is from Street Fighter 1. So let me hide the captions. So as you can see, this is like Street Fighter. I'm not too sure why it says story there. Let me see. Do you see that underneath Fighter? It's a story. It might be a story about Ryu. And we can see the arcade deck. And it's actually a lot different than this, what the arcade deck looks. It's a bit similar, but it doesn't look like that. The design on it, I think, yeah. Secondly, we've got the buttons. So we've got the kick and the punch. But I don't know where do you get the heavy punch and the kick. And the heavy punch and the light kick. No, the heavy punch and the heavy kick. So, as you can see here, another Japanese writing, and then we're gonna do the most. See, that's the mic at the bottom. You see bottom right, Capcom, but that would be in Japanese. I don't know why it's in English there. So, up here, what you want. You see in the top left, left, and you go, and it says player 1 and you go down, and it shows 3 circles and 1 coloured in, and on the top right, and you go down, and you see the 3 circles with 2 coloured in. The 1 coloured in is the rounds that they've won. So say player 1 is losing losing a round by 1 because player 2 is winning 2. So the player 2 has won 2 rounds, and player 1 has won 1 round, 2, 1. But I have no idea why it has 3 circles, because in the actual Street Fighter 1 game, there's actually 2 circles. So the first one to win 2 rounds wins, like it all. So round 1 fight, whoever wins that gets a circle, not a circle, but wins that round. Next one, round 2, whoever wins that wins it all. But say one person won and then the other person won, it would be a final round, and whoever wins wins. But I have no idea why the 3 circles are there, because it makes no sense, because I never brought that into the game. But that is early, so it kind of does make sense. Here we have like the punching, it is like. Bear in mind, Street Fighter 1 is an absolutely terrible game. It's so bad, but it's so cool to see how much better Street Fighter 2 is. Yeah, so we've got the 3 circles, and in Japanese writing, that's explained what they're for. Let's go to the next one. What am I doing? So these are the bonus stages. This one made it in for the bonus stage. So after you do a few fights, you do this for a bonus stage to get yourself points. None of these made it in. I don't know why they didn't make it in, but they didn't make it in. Something similar like that. So something like this. People used to hold like these boards and you used to break them. So the bonus stages was this and that, but it wasn't like breaking bricks. It was like people were holding boards and you have to break them. And if you watched ages ago, me defeating Street Fighter 1, you'll remember that and that. Right, let's zoom out. Yes. Let's go again. Now, this makes a lot of sense. So we have bricks coming out. So this is the intro of Street Fighter, and it made it in, which is so interesting to see what it was going to be like. So a man punches a wall, shows his back, it says Street Fighter. Then it goes and it shows Street Fighter like that. And then you can see that's the intro of Street Fighter 1. Pretty creative, I liked it. Not as creative as Street Fighter 2 intro. Let's go. Why can't I change it? Oh, this is 6 out of 6. So I'll send you the 6 photos. Let's look at Street Fighter 2. Let me see how long this video is. 6 minutes already, for God's sake. Time flies, doesn't it, guys? Alright, the making of Street Fighter, 2. So, as you can see, we've got in the red, with the boy with the long hair, that's called Ken. He's called Ken. This one here, the big one with loads of cuts, the Russian, what is it called? The Russian wrestler. Then here we have Eddie Honda, or Edmund Honda, or E. Honda, because that's what they call him, or just Honda. Here we've got Chun-Li, who looks a bit exposed, but no, she doesn't. What the hell am I talking about? Here in the green, we've got Blanca. Here we've got Ryu, and there in the American flag we've got Guile. So you see this. This is an early photo what they were gonna make Chun-Li to look like, but she in the game she looks like this. So do you see that girl in the blue? But she was gonna look like that, which is a very cool design, and I would actually like it was in. Oh yeah, this character never made it in. It absolutely never. I don't think it's ever going to be in. I don't think it's ever gonna be in. We've got buttons there. There was never anything about breaking a tree for a bonus stage, and there was nothing like this. There was absolutely nothing about this. I don't know what this is. I've not. Let's skip through these boring bits, which no one knows. All right, characters. What you think would be here? So we've got this like Dhalsim. He looks different. It looks pretty the same. But you see that big thing on his head? I don't know what it's called, but it's who Sikhs use. I think, yeah, Sikhs. If it's basic, Dhalsim looks like that, but without that Sikh helmet looking bandage cool thing. Here we've got Guile, but he doesn't have that hairstyle. Another early version. I don't know why on earth he's licking a knife. That's pretty horrible. He's never made it in. But in Street Fighter 4 Ultra, he's actually Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 4 Ultra. He's actually in it. This guy with the weird thing, and he uses a kitchen. He uses a kitchen like frying pan to use as a weapon. It's so funny, but I don't think it's that character. He's got that thing around his head, but I think they're different, separate characters. I think this is what Ryu was supposed to look like, but he doesn't. It looks a lot better. There we go, we've got Chun-Li. I don't know who the hell he is. He looks very funny. And I don't know who the hell he is. I think that might be like Balrog, but Balrog does not look like that. He looks a bit different. It looks like a baby car. Alright. Then we've got what about the characters? About the characters. Then I don't know what this is about, some sort of crossover with the Capcom. Then this is what it's like now. So this is the, like fighting area, what it's like. So we have the 2 health bars at the sides, not up, front and down, because that was pretty mad, wasn't it? Player 1 and player 2. Player 1 and player 2. That was an early logo, what it was supposed to look like. Alright, so this is Ken here. This is what Ken was going to look like, but he doesn't look as like chunky, and he doesn't look as chubby. This is Eddie Honda. He isn't even in it. He isn't even in it. He isn't even in it, and he isn't even in it. So the only person who's here is Ken, but he don't look like that. Ken doesn't look like that. Ken looks more like thanks for being patient, guys. Oh my, this is annoying, isn't it, guys? Alright, Ken looks like that. See, he ain't chunky, ain't he? He's not chunky, so he ain't chunky. And that's Eddie Honda. That's Eddie Honda. Yeah, there's 2 characters that are in. So that's Eddie Honda with like the red stuff on his face and like the thing. But if we look at the sumo character there, he has short hair. This is taking forever. Well, it isn't, but it's taking ages. But it isn't. It's not. But it's taking forever. But it isn't. But that's what Eddie Honda was, I guess, supposed to look like, because that is a sumo wrestler. I don't know. He's not even in. He's not even in Street Fighter. He isn't in it. Now, this might have been an early version of Vega. Vega is a character and is like, he is obsessed with beauty. I have no idea why. He says my beauty will intoxicate you, which is a bit weird. It's a bit different, isn't it? And that's probably the early version of him. The early version. He's never made it in. That's like probably a character stage. That's not in. That's not a character stage. That's not a character stage. But there's something a bit like it. Well, that will make it into a... So, little did they know, that wasn't going to be used for Street Fighter 2. That will be used for an earlier game in Street Fighter The New Challengers for Cammy. Now, that is very, for Cammy Spot, that is very good. So, we've got some sort of Ryu with the hair of Ken. So, I was supposed to have a bandana, was he? I have no idea, but it's just cool. That's like an early version of Blanca. Another early version of Chun-Li. And there we go, we're starting to get the Chun-Li. That's the latest version, what she's like now. That's the latest version that they did for Street Fighter 2, so that's what she looked like in Street Fighter 2. Zangief in some sort of in Street Fighter 2, he's the exact same without that little anchor tattoo there, and without the like, what is it, a vest, some sort of vest. Oh yes, this is a Vega. This is what Vega looks like now. So that's that's like the early versions of Vega. That's an early version of Vega, and this is literally what he looks like now. He's obsessed with beauty, but he doesn't have that. You see that spiky hair there? It's actually long. So it isn't a ninja. He doesn't look like a ninja. Yeah, that's what Vega looks like. He's obsessed with beauty. You see how you see what he's like? He's like all like in a shape, like he loves himself. Oh, here we are. We've got Guile now. Jesus Christ, how many ones are we going to go through? M. Bison! Yeah! I don't know anything about that. Oh, this is actually a fighting ground that actually made it into Street Fighter, but the people aren't there on top of the elephants. It's something to do with Hinduism, a Hinduism god. That's why there's lots of elephants for Hinduism. Yeah, this is a stage. It's got them people too, and it's got that man with the top hat there. And it's got them lovely cars that just look amazing. Oh yes, this is the start and the stage for the Russian wrestler, but doesn't have, you see, this bit here, like that little, like, fence there, it doesn't have that fence, but it has that fence there with them people. Oh, wow. And this is a character stage 2 for Ken. So if you fight Ken in arcade mode, he goes here. And now, this is what we see in Street Fighter. So we see Ryu, Eddie Honda, Blanka, and, what is it called? Gaio on the first line. No, not Gaio. Not Gaio. So, guys, I found, you know Gaio, this is Gaio. And somehow, you know Caillou, the cartoon. So I mixed them together to make Gaio. And here, on the second row, we've got Ken. So he was not as chubby as the one that we saw in the early version. We've got Chun-Li, we've got Zangief, and we've got... That's the one... You see the one with the... You know when I was talking about the one with the sea cat? That's actually what he looks... This is what he looks like without it. That's what they made him look like without it. They didn't put on that little sea cat. That's, you know, Ryu. That's Ken. Eddie Honda. Chun-Li. Blanka. Zangief. You know, what is he called? I called him Caillou and Guile, so it's Guile, but his name is Guile. As you know, that is, the Dhalsim. This is like a play. So that's the fighting stance of Eddie Honda there. That isn't the fighting stance of Ryu. Oh yes, yes. So this is this is Guyu's throw move. It's a suplex. Very well. Oh, this is all about Bison. Oh, this is Shoryuken. Shoryuken. The making of Shoryuken, well, in Street Fighter 2. So Shoryuken with Ryu, and Ken has the power to do Shoryuken as well. Oh right, so this is the you know, the early, middle, not really early, and then that's what it looks like in the game when he does it. Sonic Boom, but Sonic Boom doesn't have two slashes. It's one big circle now. Oh, Chun-Li doing something that is pretty different than the other moves. Balrog doing something that isn't released and it will never be in it. Ooh, this is Street Fighter 2 in Japanese writing. That is very cool. So they were gonna think, what one should they do? Should they do this one for Street Fighter 2, this one for Street Fighter 2 in America, or that one for Street Fighter 2 in America? Should we do this one for Street Fighter 2 in Japan, this one in Japan, or that one in Japan? I don't know, but I know what they chose for American and English. They chose this one. I have no idea what it is for Japan. That was a bit loud. Oh, I was just checking if my mic was muted, because if it was, I would be so angry. This is the intro of Street Fighter 2. Punches in the face. Very cool. Very cool. Ooh, okay, these are the character endings after they defeat M. Bison. Guile does that, and then Fine does that, and then goes to his family, sees Kami and his wife, and spends time with them after the fight. Chun-Li, after she defeats M. Bison, she goes and prays to one of the persons in a family, and then she goes off and does whatever. After Zangief does it, after Zangief wins, he does this. He goes, thanks that guy, and then goes on there, and then he does that with that guy. It's just very funny and pretty cool. And there we are. Oh, Ryu, he walks off onto a path and keeps on going. It won't actually show the full ones now. So this is Ken doing his Hadouken. That's, you know, what is his name? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Dhalsim and Zangief, Eddie Honda and Chun-Li, and Ryu and, you know, Caillou, Guile, and Guile doing the suplex on, you know, Ryu. And this is Blanca here. I forgot to mention him. Oh, so we've been through 72 images on this. Oh, congrats. We're not going to be looking at this because literally I'll show about 2 photos because it's just too much and the video is long. So quickly I'm going to show you the opening of Street Fighter 1 and show you what it's like. So this is Street Fighter 1, made in 1987. Oh god, it's so hard, this game. So it's so hard, the older version, so I'll just put them on the easiest. So let's go. This is the opening. See? He breaks the bricks. He shows that. And it comes up with Street Fighter. That is that is such bad graphics. I mean, look, it just slowly teleported to you. It slowly teleported to you. Shall we go Japan or USA? I'm gonna go Japan. So this is Ryu on the left, but you see he has red hair in the first one. In the first one he had red hair, in the second one he has just normal black hair. And the Hadouken's yellow, not blue. That was easy! I didn't even get hit. Well, yeah, that's the first round. I'm just going to show you that. Street Fighter 2, it's so much better. Now look at this. I'm going to mute my mic so you can hear it. Okay, let's get into it. So we got Ryu, we got Eddie Honda, we got Blanca, we got Caillou, we got Dhalsim, we've got Zangief, we've got Chun-Li, and now we've got Ken. My favourite character in the whole of Street Fighter is Ken, so I'm gonna be Ken. See, the Hadouken's blue. Did you know Ken in Street Fighter 1 was a secretive character? You could only find him if you were doing 2-player, which was pretty hard. I don't think anyone knew how to do. I don't know. I didn't live back in like 1985. My dad did though, and my mum did. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. So, I don't know, I forgot what I was talking about now. I'm so annoying. I do videos sometimes without even planning what to do. And I somehow make them surprisingly good. Well, that's what I think. Alright, so guys, 3 minutes ago you just looked at all them things in the museum. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please just chill because this video was a big boy. It was pretty good because I don't know. We're ending it off with some dramatic music. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video because It was really good. And you know, well, you know about Street Fighter files. So you can click off the video now and go to sleep or have a nap. Or tell your mum that you watched a video. Or tell your dad that you watched a video. It's up to you. This song's it's good. Right. Click off the video now. See ya. Party.